Throughout my final year at university, I've become more aware of how quickly moments pass by. Nostalgia has started to creep in even while I'm still living through experiences I know I'll miss. In this film, I want to explore what nostalgia is, why we feel it, and how it shapes the way we experience both the present and the memories we carry forward. I'll reflect on my time in Leeds through storytelling, visuals, and references that help me understand what I've been feeling. What is nostalgia, and why do we feel nostalgic? Nostalgia is a sentimental longing for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. We look back at nostalgia because it provides comfort, identity, and meaning. Nostalgia is more than just remembering the past. It's about longing for a version of it that feels meaningful or idealized. When I think of nostalgia, I think of moments that made me happy. I'm in my final year now, and I already look back at first year. Moving into my accommodation, going to lectures, going clubbing, playing games at my friend's flat till 6 a.m, grabbing lunch at Belgrave. These small things are what I want to hold on to. Memories aren't recordings, they're reconstructions. When we look back at moments from our past, we don't remember the full experience as it happened. According to psychologist Elizabeth Loftus, memories are malleable and constructed, meaning each time we remember, we are rebuilding a version of the past rather than replaying it. That's why I wanted to create a visual record of my time in Leeds, because my memories already feel like they're starting to fade away. My project Echoes of Leeds is a photo book that documents places across Leeds that already feel nostalgic to me. I use risograph printing to give the photos a faded, aged look, reflecting how memory blurs over time. The texture and imperfection of risograph mimics the way we remember, selectively and emotionally. When we look at a photo, it can bring back the memories and emotions from that time. But as we grow older, those memories start to fade. In my project, I wanted to capture the moments I've experienced in Leeds before they begin to slip away. The photographer Diane Arbus inspired me and is a strong influence on my work. She often shot from waist height, which gave her images a natural, in-the-moment feel. Her black and white photographs hold onto a raw sense of time and place, almost like a snapshot of the past. When I was taking photos around Leeds, I made a conscious choice to shoot from my own eye level. I wanted the images to feel personal, like you're seeing the city through my eyes. This way, the photos became not just records of places, but reflections of how I experienced those moments in real time. In the article called What is a Memory?, Kendra Cherry states that certain stimuli can also sometimes act as powerful triggers that draw memories into conscious awareness. Scent is one example. Smelling a particular smell, such as a perfume or fresh-baked cookies, can bring forth a rush of vivid memories connected to people and events from a person's past. Our brains don't store memories like a camera capturing every detail. Instead, they rebuild them each time we remember, filling in the gaps with emotion, imagination, and distortions. When I look through old photos on my phone, I wish I had taken more. I wish I could remember the little things better. That's why I made this project, to hold on to these memories. What I'm feeling now is something called anticipatory nostalgia. It's when you already miss something even though it hasn't ended yet. In the article, you can feel nostalgia for the things that you haven't lost yet. Shayla Love states that people with a tendency for anticipatory nostalgia struggle to enjoy the present moment. This is the reason why I wanted to do my project on nostalgia, because I am already experiencing nostalgia being in my final year of uni, knowing it is all going to end soon. I wanted to create a publication that documents my time I've spent here in Leeds. There are times when I'm chilling in the lounge with my housemates or at the pub with my friends, and I'm already thinking about how I'm going to miss these moments when I leave uni. Berkeley Beacon article, Riding the Waves of College Nostalgia, explains how students become deeply attached to routines and living spaces. Because university life changes so quickly, many students start to feel nostalgic before they even leave. That's exactly how I feel right now, grieving the end before it's even happened. Another study, The Ties That Bind, found that nostalgia for university years helps people stay connected to their old friends and institutions. The sense of belonging we feel during uni is what makes us hold on. It's why people talk about their uni days for the rest of their lives. I asked a bunch of students about their time and experience in Leeds.
Playing pool after uni with Sam in our course in my accommodation, and I think like getting up for those 5 a.m. gym sessions were pretty fun for me, and then going out with my friends, I suppose.
I think my best memories are of us going to Barcelona and just like being with my friends in uni, and I feel like just like the everyday stuff more than like specific like moments.
At university we went to Barcelona and that was a great trip.
Probably the whole of Freshers. I found that quite exciting. Going to Barcelona in third year with all my course mates was a great opportunity. So.
Being blown away. That's one. And then staying late in the studio, but like it got to the point where we were all just kind of like losing the plot. Just whenever someone felt the need to like say something to the lecturers and they didn't agree with it, and you could tell, and you just sat there like, okay.
As part of my project, I made a student guidebook. It's for future students coming to Leeds, but also a personal scrapbook for me. Even if I didn't go everywhere listed in the book, I included places I think are worth checking out. It's a reminder of what Leeds has to offer and what it meant to me. I can always look back on it as my version of a Leavers book. The student guidebook is like a student checklist / bucket list of all the places to go in your university years. The 1001 Stories project by Field Studio really inspired me because, like my own work, it's about storytelling, especially through personal memories connected to Leeds. Their use of photography, video and immersive experiences to capture the voices and stories of older people showed me how powerful visual storytelling can be. My project Echoes of Leeds also tells stories, but through images I've taken while walking from Broadcasting Place down into the city centre. Each photo represents a memory, a moment in time, and together they form a visual narrative of my student life in Leeds. Just like the 1001 Stories, my work is about preserving what's meaningful before it fades away. The realisation that certain experiences like university life and friendships are temporary, which makes us emotionally attached to them before they end. This is why moments like sitting in your student house, walking through streets, or laughing in the pub already feel nostalgic before they're over. We often take photos or write things down to preserve the present moment, knowing it will eventually fade. Marcel Proust's In Search of Lost Time explores this idea about how memory is shaped by feelings, not facts. He says that memories come back more vividly when they're triggered unexpectedly, like a smell or taste. This made me realise we don't remember exactly what happened, we remember how it felt. Nostalgia often isn't about the event itself, but the emotion attached to it. I took a picture of Prism because it holds a special memory from my first year. Even though the club is now closed, the building and its sign are still there, something people walk past that can remind them of the nights and memories they had there. Psychologist Christine Batcho explains that anticipatory nostalgia is missing something you still have. This emotion can be complex, intertwining the current experience with an imagined future where the present has become the past. In my final year of university, I've been feeling the weight of things ending. I'm not ready to let go, which is why I've been documenting as much as I can, trying to hold on before the memories fade. Looking back at first year, I realise how easy it is to forget the small details. I often scroll through old photos wishing I captured more.
Third floor of the uni studio makes me feel nostalgic. I see my old accommodation, or like the Merrion Centre, Belgrave, all those places, and
like Merrion Street is a big, because that's like where we spent most of our first year. The Wetherspoons, Stick and Twist, the whole city. Like when I'm older and I come back here, I'm gonna be like, oh.
Every time I'll go to RPP, will remind me of university, and every time I go down Cole Lane and go into Cole Lane Social.
The whole area of where Marsden was, because I was walking around there all the time, makes me feel very nostalgic. Yeah, walking past O2, Prism, definitely.
Michelle's project on nostalgia has been a major source of inspiration for my own work. I was particularly drawn to the way she experiments with typography and materials to create an emotional connection with the viewer. Her use of cloudy, transparent paper as a cover layer is something I incorporated into my own project. Placing this delicate layer over images of Leeds with written reflections underneath adds a sense of memory and softness that perfectly captures the feeling of looking back. I also love her process-driven approach, especially how she includes a short moving image for the title. which gives her work an added layer of depth and presence. Her use of colour really stood out to me. She combines blues with striking neon orange in a way that feels both retro and fresh. This is why I use risograph in my own work, as the colours not only ally visually with Michelle's aesthetic, but also enhance the nostalgic mood I wanted to convey in my book. The riso's texture and tone brings a nostalgic feeling to the images. What makes nostalgia so powerful is how temporary student life feels. My project isn't just about Leeds. It's about a version of Leeds that only exists for a short time, shaped by student routines and experiences before everything shifts again. That limited time frame is what makes these places and memories so special. I wanted to document my time here so I can always look back and remember what life felt like. We're only students for a short period of time, but it's a chapter we reflect on for the rest of our lives. Living in Leeds has been such a meaningful experience for me, and I don't want to forget any of it. Each year already feels like a distant memory.
Everything that I've done I don't ever regret because I've done it for a reason. One thing I could change is probably second year, coming in more.
Maybe join socials or like speak to more people, but at the same time, like, I think I did the best that I could, like, in the moment.
I don't think I would. I met amazing people. I'm going to be friends for life. I wouldn't want to change anything, and I'd live it over again.
Mostly just deciding who I lived with in second year better. Yeah, I'd do a different social, so I liked the socials that I did.
Yeah, I would look in more. I wouldn't change it, to be honest. I love the way it's been and like everything I've done and like the people I've met. It's just amazing.
Yeah, start my assignments earlier.
I would definitely sign myself up for societies in first year. I missed out a lot, but other than that, not really.
These years have gone by so fast, and I know I'll keep looking back on them. Through this work, I've realised nostalgia isn't just about the past. It's about seeing the value in the present while you're still living in it.